I've recently started to fall in love with failure. It's been a process because this is not how I grew up at all. I was the kid who got all A's. Not only all A's, but like all 100s, like perfection, nonstop. You have to learn how to fail. Notice I didn't say you have to learn to fail. We don't learn to fail. We learn how to fail. We're not trying to fail. But the quicker you learn how to fail, the quicker you learn that it's normal and it's not a cause for embarrassment, the happier you will be. Now, recently, I participated in a church kickball game. I love these. I look forward to them all year. They happen once a year in the spring, and I love it. Everybody's together, having fun. There's food trucks. And the thing I love the most that I miss from my childhood is athletic competition. See, I grew up playing baseball and basketball, and watching baseball and basketball, and talking about baseball and basketball, and collecting cards with baseball and basketball players on them, playing video games with those same players on them. You see the pattern? So we have this church kickball game, and I sign up, of course, because I want to be on that field. I want to smell the grass. I want to feel the dirt under my feet. I want to size up the competition and put myself in position to make plays and help my team win, and all that stuff. So I get up to kick. I kick the ball, start to run to first, and I immediately hit the ground. Boom. Because I wore my grass cutting shoes. If you're a dad, you know what grass cutting shoes are. These are the athletic shoes that you wore before you bought your current pair of athletic shoes. You buy a pair of sneakers, wear them for 2 or 3 years, and when you buy a new pair, the old ones get demoted or graduate, depending on how you look at it. They graduate to being your grass cutting shoes. So anyway, I didn't want to get my current tennis shoes dirty, so I wore my old ones. Big mistake. Because they were old, the tread had been worn off the bottom. And because they had no tread, my feet had no grip. And because I had no grip, I was now on the ground in front of about 200 people. By the way, I just want to point out, I still ran out the play. I'm not exactly sure what happened, where the ball went, but I was safe at first. So there might be a don't quit message in here too somewhere. So long story short, I messed up my wrist somehow. I'm guessing when I braced myself as I hit the ground when I fell. So failure number 1, I wear shoes that have no tread. Failure number 2, I fall down while playing church kickball, of all things. Failure number 3, I live in pain for 5 weeks while I wait for my wrist to heal. It does not heal. It hurts every day for 5 weeks. Failure number 4, even after I go to the doctor, I refuse the brace that the professional orthopedic person fits me with so I can save a little bit of money. And I go out and buy a brace that fits the wrong wrist. I put this thing on, I wear it for a while, and I look at the box. The box says fits right. And it doesn't mean fits correctly. It means fits your right hand. And I didn't injure my right hand. I injured my left hand. It even has a picture of a right hand on the front of the box. Failure number 5, I hadn't mentioned this one. This is a bonus. Even after I realized the brace was for the wrong hand, I still didn't return it to the store just because I didn't feel like it. Even though I knew I was going back to that same store to pick up my anti-inflammatory prescription later that day. Fail Fest 2024, courtesy of your boy. Oh, one more. Failure number 6. I also messed up my knee that day at the kickball game, which I didn't even mention to the orthopedic doctor because the wrist thing was more painful, seemed more important. But anyway, back in the day, before I learned how to fail, I would absolutely crucify myself over the most benign things. I would drop a fork or a spoon and just launch into myself like, how can I be the head of a household? How can I lead a family if I can't even hold on to a blankety-blank spoon? And I think about that now, and I'm like, that guy needed a hug, or a nap, or a snack. And what that guy really needed was to know who he was, and to know whose he was. People aren't watching for you to fail. They're not waiting on you to mess up. They're not waiting to throw you away. They're honestly probably focused on their own stuff. So now I just fail. I screw up every day. I forget to do things. People ask me stuff at work and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how to do that. I don't really do New Year's resolutions, but I kind of had an unspoken one this year. I'm not going to try to be everything for everyone. I'm just going to do what I can, where I am, with what I have. And that's it. And I no longer need perfection as part of my identity. Christ is perfect, so I don't have to be. He's in me. I'm in Him. And that's enough for me. You are so incredibly, incredibly valuable beyond what you can do for other people, beyond your reputation or what you think your reputation is. So we start with gratitude. We start with knowing how much we are loved. We start with knowing our true identity of being seated in Christ and Him being seated in us. And then we can approach life. And then we can serve others. That's my story time for today. I'm Ryan Coleman, the real Ryan Coleman on Instagram. Thanks for falling down with me today. We still ran out the play. We still made it to first. And I'll talk to you soon.